Good morning, friends. It is your humble leader, Rob, and it is Wednesday, the 3rd of April, 6:53 a.m. I am on the way to work. We start at 9 a.m. today. I know that's basically in 2 hours, but it takes me an hour and a bit to get to work. Plus, there's some stuff that I want to get done before my shift actually starts. So my sunburn isn't as bad today, which is great. I had a pretty good sleep. I haven't checked my sleep score yet in the Fitbit app, but I feel pretty good. My eyes are still a little bit sore, like they had that sunburn strained feeling yesterday. But yeah. In this video today, I just wanted to discuss how I deal with temptation and just throw it out there, see if it's going to be something of use to you guys. So, I am a very impulsive person. Whether I like to admit it or not, I am very impulsive. If I see something that I want, and I've got the money, I'll generally just go and buy it and then deal with it later. I'm getting better though. I am making small changes to try and make better decisions in the long run. So the first thing that I'm pretty impulsive with when it comes to spending is food. Boy howdy, do I love to spend money on food. Now, when you're trying to lose weight, you're on a fitness journey, that's not a good thing. So I've had to do things, put processes in place to limit that. So the first thing that I did was delete all the food apps on my phone. Uber Eats, DoorDash, everything like that. It's gone. No more. I had a McDonald's app. I had a Guzman and Gomez app. All of them gone. That was the first thing. That's like entry into Food Purchases Anonymous or something like that. That was the first step. The next step was making sure that I physically had no way to buy something when I was out. So I made a conscious decision. I have two cards in terms of my bank account, right? I have one joint bank account that is with my wife that I put in money each fortnight. I get paid to have for us as spending money for the fortnight. And then I have another account which is for my bills and things like that. And I would find myself often going to my bills account and spending money on it because there was money left over, instead of just keeping it there, adding up to the bills, adding up for the bills next fortnight. I was pretty bad with saving. I still am pretty bad with saving, I'll admit that. So I thought to myself, how can I do better in this situation? Like, I want to save up money, and what happened was I booked in a tattoo and I didn't have the money. And I was like, God damn, I need to save this money, and I need to save it fast. So what I've done is to remove the temptation altogether of spending money that I don't have whilst trying to save for this tattoo, is just take it away completely. So instead of having my wallet on me at all times. I leave it in a safe space. For me personally, I leave it in my car. Please don't break into my car and steal my wallet. No, my wallet. Yeah, I leave it in my car so that if I do ever need something in an emergency, it is always close by. So I don't need my card at work. We get one free lunch a week, and then I have my meal prep for everything else. So I don't need my card at work at all. But in saying that, I also need to make sure that because I work so far away from home, if the car breaks down, I need to have money on me. So I have put my wallet in my car and I leave it in my car. That's it. Simple as that. When we go out, unless I need my wallet for to pay for stuff that has been planned ahead, I'll just leave it in the car. Just carry my phone and my keys. That's it. Secondly, I deleted the Google Wallet app on my phone. It's one thing to not have a card on you, but when you know that you can still tap and pay with your phone, it's just like, what's the point? What is the point? Now, this all comes down to a little bit of willpower, of course, but willpower can only get you so far. I've found the best way to stop temptation is to remove it completely. So the reason I've gone this route is because when it comes to my weight loss journey, I found the best course of action, because I like snacking, is to just not have snacks at home. Like, we have bread, but bread means pulling the bread out, buttering it, adding the condiments or filling the lunch meat, whatever, and it's just a tedious process. And so I tell myself, I don't want to do that process. I don't, that's just too much time. I want a snack that's fast, and so then I just don't eat, which is working for me, all right? It might not work for you, but this is my thought process, right? So I've stopped snacking. I'm pretty good with it now. I used to eat a lot before bedtime. I'd have a sandwich, chips, biscuits, stuff like that. But I'm just like, no, that's it. So yeah, I think you got to be realistic when you come to doing this sort of stuff. From some of the self-help books I've listened to on audiobook, Atomic Habits and How to Lose Weight, the Alan Carr Easy Way, you need to put processes in place that are easy to do, but obviously, reap the most reward. And at the end of the day, willpower alone is not going to do it, because if you're in a situation where you're essentially an addict, you'll find a way to do it no matter what, right? So if you remove temptation completely, then it's like cutting the head off a snake. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Let me give you an example, right? Yesterday, in the middle of the day, I was hungry, but I didn't want the food that I'd taken to work. I'd taken an apple, a banana, and some yogurt. I've also got oats. I've always got oats on me, which is what I'll probably break my fast with today. But I had an apple, a banana, and yogurt, and then I had my free lunch at work waiting for me. I had already eaten my free lunch 2 hours into being at work, not at lunchtime. I was hungry, but it is what it is. I dealt with the consequences. And at that point I was like, you know what I could go for right now? Some Pringles. There's these little small pack of Pringles that work sells. I was like, all right, awesome. We also get $10 free in this thing called Morsel, which is supposed to be like just a snack bar, basically, each month. Right? We get $10 free each month. And I was like, oh, it's the start of the month. I should have $10 in my account. So I went and checked my account, and I don't have $10. I have 67 cents, which is what I had left at the end of last month, which means that they haven't topped the account up yet, which means I couldn't eat. So sometimes, you're going to slip up with your willpower, but fortunately enough, that happened. It was a sign. It was a sign not to eat. And so I went back to my desk and I was like, listen, if I truly am hungry, I'll eat the food that I have. And then I didn't eat. I did not eat any of the food that I had at that time because I wasn't hungry. It was just as simple as that. So sometimes you need, obviously, willpower. And sometimes you just need a sign. But at the end of the day, it was removing temptation for me. So my basic reason why I was yapping about this, is because I was thinking to myself, how can I explain how I deal with temptation? And I think I might be rambling a bit, but yeah. Let's summarize, shall we? So, one, how to deal with temptation. Remove it altogether is just the easiest way. To be conscious about your decisions. Quite often when people do these sort of things, have that addict-like behavior, it's subconscious, right? They just do it because they know the feeling that it produces and they want to replicate that. And this is in all aspects of addiction. It doesn't have to be drugs or alcohol. It can be food, cigarettes, spending, like that, craving that high. It's all like endorphin inducing, I guess. So yeah, be conscious, critical, and call yourself out. Number 3, don't be afraid to call yourself out. Vocalize your shit. Vocalize your shit. One thing that I've learned from Atomic Habits is, if you struggle with doing something but you want to do it, say it out loud. I tell myself every day that I want to exercise. Today I'm going to exercise. And then I say to myself, that is not specific enough. When am I going to exercise? And so I usually exercise when I get home from work. So I say, I am going to exercise when I get home from work, get changed, and go to the toilet. And that's usually my routine, right? I get home from work, I've had a long drive, I need to pee, I'll go pee, I'll get changed, and then I'll just get straight into exercise. I'll say like hi to my family, and then I'll get into it. And vocalizing has helped me so much in all aspects of my life, because sometimes, in life, there's things that you don't want to do, you just need to do them. So if you say you're going to do it, that puts it out. It makes it real. It makes it very real. Not just a thought. You're saying it. Even if you're saying it to yourself, it makes it so real that if you didn't do it, you'd feel like shit. So unless there is some very good reason as to why you're not doing it, you'll get up and move your ass. That's for sure. So those are my 3 takeaways on how to deal with temptation. I mean, I'd be happy to hear your guys' thoughts on how you deal with temptation, but this is just what works for me. Obviously, what works for me might not work for you. But if it does work for you, I'm glad to have helped. That's all I want to do. I just want to help people. So, thank you for watching another video. If you like that, hit like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.